Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Saturday in general. For today's video, I wanted to film my weekly makeup wish list. So I do these videos pretty much every week. I will leave my playlist down below if you guys want to check the other ones out. The reason why I love to do these kind of videos is because I feel like it's just a great way to see what products are coming out in case you guys were unaware. And then also it's a great way to see what's on my personal wish list so you guys can see what products I have my eye on and what products I will be hopefully doing reviews on, and you guys will be seeing like in my weekly basket as well and stuff like that. So most of these products that I'm going to be discussing today are available, so I will leave them linked in the description box. Otherwise, if they're not available, they should be in the next few weeks or so. But let's get started. So the first thing that is definitely on my wish list, when I saw that this released, I was like, whoa. But then I figured like, yeah, it only makes sense that they release something like this. So the product that I'm referring to is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, ABH, and this is called the Soft Glam Eyeshadow Palette. So this, I believe, will retail for $42 just like their other palettes. They do have the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, which does include a lot of like berry toned shadows in there. And then they went ahead and released the Subculture palette, which I personally was not a fan of, and that one has a bunch of cool tone shades. Then they're going to be releasing this baby. So this palette definitely looks a bit more regular and neutral, but that's why I really like it. I really like the nice mid-tone brown shades that we get in here. You get like, I don't know, 7 beautiful crease shades, which I feel like is amazing because I love deepening up my crease and then throwing a shade on the lid. It's like my favorite thing ever because I didn't know what crease shades were like, I don't know, 4 years back, you know? So for me, it's exciting to see different shades of like crease shades. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. And then also this could work for a bunch of different skin tones. So whether you're super fair or deeper in skin tone, I think this will work beautifully on you. You get a nice black in there as well, which I feel like is essential in a neutral palette. You get a nice selection of metallic shades that would be great to put on the lid. I just really love this. There's a nice shade in there also to set the lids after you prime your lids. Oh. Now, the reason why I also really like this, and I feel like a lot of people would really feel attracted to this palette as well, is because you know how sometimes you have certain palettes and you're like, okay, this is like my summer type of palette, or this is more of like a winter fall type of palette. I feel like this Soft Glam palette would work for any time of the year. It's great for a daily basis and it's great for any time of the year. So like, what more can you ask for, you know? All right, moving on to the next thing that's on my wish list. This is the Becca Under Eye Primer. So it comes in like this little pot. It honestly looks like a lip balm. This is gonna retail for $32. Now, the reason why I wanna pick this up is honestly because it looks interesting, and I have really dry under eyes. Like you could literally see every single, you know, what is it called? Wrinkle that I have. Like if you come close to me, you know? I want to see if it's like a bullshit kind of product, you know? I feel like a lot of times with these kind of products, they're either gimmicky or it totally does not work, and it's like, what the hell did I spend $32 on, you know? So I do want to test this out, see how it performs, and let you guys know if it's worth it or if it's not, because $32 is not cheap. But it definitely did attract me because I feel like if it's going to work, then it's probably going to be my holy grail, especially for my under eye area since it's dry as hell. Okay, moving on to the next thing that I want. I just want this. I don't know why, I just do. So this is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush Face Highlighting and Blush Palette. So Natasha Denona recently released this blush and highlighter palette. Basically includes 4 different blushes and then 2 highlighters. At least that's what it looks like from the picture. Firstly, when I saw the swatches of these, I was like, what? The highlighters are stunning, stunnacious. Like, I can't. Those are the kind of highlighters that totally attract me. So I want them. And then in regards to the blushes, I really do enjoy blushes, even though I don't talk about it too much, but I think it just adds a nice amount of like rosiness to the cheeks. I feel like the blushes in here are like so gorgeous. Like they're not so typical, but they are kind of typical, but they're just beautiful in their own way. You get a nice selection of finishes. I don't believe I own any Natasha Denona like palettes at all, like eye palettes or face palettes, even though I wanted to pick up in the past, but I could never seem to spend the money on it. This is $89, I believe, yeah. But I feel like this is more justifiable than her eyeshadow palettes because you get 6 nicely sized pans in here with a nice selection of different finishes and a nice selection of different powders, meaning like highlighter powders and then blush powders. From the pictures, these do look like mushy, gushily, like deliciously soft powders. Those are not even words, but they are words now because it just shows how creamy these are. And I love the packaging as well. It's in this really nice like blushed pink compact. Yes. Okay. And then moving on to the final products that are on my wish list. This is the new MAC and Padma Lakshmi, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, collaboration. So MAC is going to be releasing this gorgeous collection with her. Wow. I'm not really sure who she is, but she seems like she's very well known. She has over 300,000 followers on Instagram. And she's going to be releasing this collection with MAC that includes a nice selection of lip products, blushes, and then eyeshadow quads, lip products, and brushes as well. The reason why this collection attracts me is honestly because of the packaging. Like, the packaging is this beautiful goldish type of color. And then not only because of that, but because the colors that are inside the compacts or inside the lip products are such wearable shades, like shades that I know that I'll get a lot of use out of and are so my type, you know? Like, there's a lip gloss that's going to be releasing in this beautiful peachy type of color, which I feel like would be essential for like an everyday basis. These blushes that are a bit more muted, but I feel like would build up really nicely, let's hope. And then there's a nice selection of lipsticks as well. Berry toned one, a few reddish, pinkier shades, and then beautiful nude shades as well. Then 1, 2, 3. There's like 6 shades that are going to be released, and honestly I want like 4 out of 6 of them, so that says something. The eyeshadow palettes do look beautiful, but I do believe I will have a hard time creating looks with those specific colors, so I'm not sure those are on my radar per se. But I feel like if I'm going to be in the store and I'm going to swatch them and see how they perform, maybe I'll just pick it up if they do perform well. But I definitely have my eye on the blushes because they look so good. It's like a dual blush, the lipsticks, and then that lip gloss. In regards to the brushes, I feel like I don't really know. I feel like they're definitely very pricey for what they are, so we'll see. But I really just want like the lip products and then the blushes because they look so good. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it, and that is everything that's on my wish list for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to know what's on your wish list. I already have like a bunch of stuff like stacked up for my next week's makeup wish list video, so be prepared for that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.